Well, more people seem to be moving to the Tar Heel State. According to new data from U-Haul, North Carolina is now ranked number 3 in growth.
WFMY News' Manning Franks looked into the report and why more people are making the move.
Over 11 million people. That's how many people we have here in North Carolina, according to the United States Census Bureau, and more are on the way. Our state is the 4th largest in terms of population growth, only behind Texas, Florida, and California. And considering that they're all bigger states than we are in terms of size, I say we're doing pretty good. And that's reflected in a new report. U-Haul released its annual report for top growth states of 2024, and North Carolina continues to rank high in that, placing at number 3 for the past 3 years. This year, behind South Carolina at number 1 and Texas at number 2. To clarify, U-Haul measures this growth by analyzing one-way moves. In other words, it's where people are renting the trucks, where they're taking the trucks, and ultimately where they decide to unpack and settle down. North Carolina state demographer Michael Klein has been seeing this trend coming.
And since at least 2020, as a combination of factors, the aging of our population, declines of fertility, impacts of COVID, we've become more increasingly dependent on net migration for our growth, so that now about 95% of our growth is from net migration, more people moving to the state than leaving.
At this rate of growth of 1.5% per year, North Carolina is on its way to not only becoming the 7th largest state in terms of population, but also the biggest in the South, outside of Florida and, you guessed it, Texas.
Generally in the South, that's true. A lot of more development through the 20th century, lower cost of living.
So everybody buckle up, because North Carolina isn't slowing down in terms of growth anytime soon. Realtor.com ranked the city as the 8th best real estate market for 2025. That's here in Greensboro, expecting number of homes sold and bought in Greensboro to jump over 17%. But with more people heading to the city, home inventory is decreasing. That means home prices are going, you guessed it, up. Redfin found Greensboro is in the top 10 metro cities with the fastest growing sale price. They say in November of 2024, Greensboro home prices were up 16.3% compared to last year. They sold for a median price of $2,890,000.
I think that's it's always interesting to kind of see the growth like in our state and then in Greensboro as well too. We talk about the growth all the time. I'm talking to business owners who want to expand their businesses in not just one part of the city, but want to expand it on another side of the city because they're like, or it could be a neighboring city, it could be Charlotte or Raleigh, because I've talked to business owners who've done that and they're like, listen, all of these people that are coming here, we want to make sure that we provide everything that we can in different areas that we can to match with the growth. So it's cool to see all of that.
I think of Cheesecakes by Alex, right? Because they did that, right? They started here in Greensboro at a small place. They, enlarged their space, and then they moved to Winston-Salem.
Yep.
So.
And it's really nice too also just to hear that people are coming to North Carolina because they're like, you know what, hey, also we have great weather, as cold as it can be sometimes.
We do have good weather. That's always part of the conversation.
We're not shoveling snow. And when I talked to the demographer, that it's just nice because people want to come here. 95% of people.
From where?
All over America.
Okay.
They love North Carolina, and we love them for coming.
Aww.